Thank you guys for being here. We finished boot camp this morning, so I apologize for being late. I'm not quite as tired as our guys were at the end of this morning, but I was running behind. I apologize. I know your time's important, so I apologize for that. Everybody finished boot camp. They're excited. They're happy that it's over. They're excited to see some fans and some friendly faces on Friday, as am I, to be honest with you. This is an exciting time of the year. We're ready to get going. They've been great. The 6 weeks that we have worked up until this point, they've been very good. They're young, but they're trying to do the right things. And as a team, I'm not sure that I've seen a team get along as well as these guys have in the first 6 weeks they've been here. Whether or not that transfers into winning games or not, I don't know, but it's a lot of fun to be around. So that's where we're at. We don't have an out-of-bounds play in. We don't have a set in. So what our scrimmage will look like on Friday night, I don't anticipate will be much. But we'll start real work on Saturday, and they're ready to go, and our staff is ready to go. These guys have been great. The complexion of our team is different. Obviously, we only have 3 returning guys that played that even have a feel for what we're doing, and you know, Mo and Kubi and Czar, Jimmy, so 4 guys returning that know what's going on. But like I said, they've all been receptive to what we've tried to teach them up until this point. Their work ethics have been phenomenal. They've been great. How it'll play out as it relates to the leadership of this year's team, I would anticipate that the 4 returning guys would, like they have up until this point, carry the brunt of that. But you never know. As things begin to take shape and guys begin to feel more comfortable in what you're doing, that's typically when you see the leadership that they have, whether they have it or not, shine. Our pace is a little slower because you have to teach, because everything is brand new. Every day is new to them. Every drill is new to them. But what we've done up until this point, they've handled fairly well. And that pace will increase starting Saturday morning. And the first 2 weeks will be really important for our team before we get to Virginia, just so that so we do have an out-of-bounds play in, and so they do know what to do when we shoot a free throw, and just all the things that you do take for granted when you're coaching 4th and 5th year guys. Who's going to play in addition to Mo at the point? I don't know. Dwight can some. Kubi can some. But, you know, relative to that, when Mo's not in the game, who's at the point? That's a good question. My question is, who's at the 2 and who's at the 3? And what are the matchups involved with that? Can we play really, really small on the perimeter and still be okay? Could we move Czar out to the 3 and try to play big and cover it up? You know, and if we move Czar to the 3, then who's the 4 and the 5? So all those guys are interchangeable because of how we play. But how it's going to play itself out, I don't know. Darius Johnson-Odom hasn't done anything, in essence, since he's been here. I think he took part in 3 individual workouts, and then he got hurt. And he's been in a boot the last month. When he gets out of the boot, when he's healthy, if he's healthy, I don't have an answer to that. Could he play the point? I don't know if he could play the point, but he would play a perimeter position, which would give us some minutes that we could disperse amongst the perimeter spots. Yeah, I think I've said this before, and this is not coach speak. This is what I believe. Wes, Dominique, and Jarrell are deserving of all the credit that they got throughout their career. Dwight Burke got 0 credit throughout his career, partly because he couldn't score a basket. But what he did on a daily basis for our team was incredibly important as a leader. He played to the scouting report. He knew the scouting report. He knew what was going on. And from a leadership perspective, as much as we'll miss those perimeter guys, we already miss Dwight Burke. Every player that's back there is going to be in a position that they've never been in their entire career. A lot of them have never put on a uniform until today. They're excited about it, but they don't understand what comes with putting that uniform on. The flip side of that is the returning guys, those 4 guys that played last year, they know what's coming. They just never have been expected to do what they're going to have to do this year.